Welcome to the cockpit. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot tonight. Good to have you guys back. T-Jazz in the house. Methodical Tick. Joe S. Todd still. What is up, boys? Thank you for tuning in, as always. We're going to do the same thing we do every week. We're going to start call-ins at 8:30. I'll have the phone number down here at the bottom of the screen. We could talk about Jet stuff. We could talk about the XFL. We could talk about all the free agent moves and draft moves you want to talk about. You guys are awesome. Todd Still, Justin Levine, Chris Sweeney, Caden, Henry, Illuminati, Alex 2K. Here we go. I like it. Good job, boys. What did you guys think of the XFL? I loved it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Very much so. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button down below. I want to see a bunch of likes on this video. Leave a comment. We are going to do the trivia question of the day as well. So for you guys that want a chance to win a free t-shirt from the channel store, I will have that in just a second. You guys will be able to win one of the shirts from the store. You have to tune in. I'll announce the winner at the end of the episode. Thank you guys. Are you guys excited for tomorrow? We're doing Talking Jets. Me, Green Bean, Matt O'Leary, and Gangrene David. Should be a lot of fun. 9 o'clock tomorrow, guys. Make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be way better. Let's see who we got. I love the XFL, says Justin. Smash the like button, says Joe West. Caden, XFL's freaking great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Chris Sweeney, free agent predictions for the Jets. We'll get into that. Tyler Roach, what's up, dude? Methodical Tick, Rivers, leaving the Chargers. Yes. Very interesting. Where could he go? He bought a house in Florida. Is he going to the Tampa Bay Bucks? Is he... I don't know. Is he going somewhere else? Joe S., I missed the XFL this weekend. Oh, you got to check it out, dude. Definitely worth watching. Illuminati, I like it much better now than when it first came out with wacky rules. I agree. I think the kickoff rule could potentially save the NFL special teams units. Absolutely. I think that is an absolutely huge part of that game. And the 25-second play clock. I think both those are really incredible options, I think. What we got going on? Once Gase is fired, he can work in the XFL. Especially a guy getting tackled in his underwear at MetLife Stadium yesterday. Oh, Justin, I heard about that. I heard there was a few streakers on the field. And they didn't... they had to get tackled, so that's pretty funny. YouTube Hall of Fame, what's up? Good to have you. Aiden, Matt McGloin, is the GOAT. I agree. What is up, Adam? He says, what's up, Pilot Ryan? I'll be your pilot. Make sure your tray tables and seats are in their upright and locked position. Ready for takeoff. Henry, Justin, saying, let's go Guardians. Alex, what's up, dude? Shaq, sick hat, thank you. I know. Andrew, yo. Buds, McGloin, greater than Daniel Jones. Oof, can't say that yet. Giants fans are hating that we get the third and possibly fourth pick for Williams. They're going to be pretty upset because I don't think they should have traded for Leonard Williams, but at the same time, they have so much money that they're going to be able to spend on anyone, so it's not really going to affect them. Like, I think they have too much cap space for the amount of free agents they're actually going to be able to attract. That's my own opinion. Whatever. They got someone in-house to see if he's worthy of it. Hey, I'm glad they gave us a third-round pick for it. I hope we get the fourth-round pick for it. And I know Giant fans are going to be a little upset because I think he's asking for $15 million, which, smart on the Jets for getting him out of here. Alex, remember the rule that only you need 1 foot in bounds for it to be a catch, unlike the NFL. That's true, too. Only 1 foot for this new XFL. NFL needs to let the replay booth review plays and let us see the booth process. I would love to see that. That is one thing I really liked about the XFL. Alexander, what's up, dude? Big Dick Darnold and Matt McGloin going to dominate defenses, rocking number 14. I like it. Did you see any of the mock drafts? I did a little bit. I didn't look at Kuiper's 2.0. I looked at it briefly. I think it was Kuiper or McShay's 2.0. I saw it pop up on one of the things. They do mock drafts all the time, so I'm always looking at them. Ryan, how much cap we got? 51 or 58? So we're kind of weird. It's sort of in the middle. I don't exactly know. I think Over the Cap has us at 51, and then Spot Track originally had us at 51 plus a $14 million rollover, but I guess that's not the case. I guess they goofed, because since I went back and looked at it, they're now at like 56. So we're somewhere in the 51, 56 range. And then after our cuts, we're going to be around 80 million. So it's kind of where we're sitting. Quinton Dunbar, the corner from the Skins, the Jets should get him. I don't know anything about him, but I'm going to start looking into the corners. I'm debating whether I want to do corners or edge rushers next on my my F, Marry, Kill series. XFL fans are like people of Walmart. That being said, it is better than nothing. Alex, you realize that the NFL and Walmart tend to have a lot of demographic in common. I am not trying to say anything bad about Walmart and or NFL people, but just an observation. I've seen a lot of people that I could potentially run into Walmart and also run into them at a Jets game. Caden, Meaty, Matt, McGloin rocked the Vipers. Oh, that's great. Becca, she says, what happened to your Jets shirt? I was going to wear a Jets shirt. I had this Jets Vineyard Vine shirt that I was about to throw on. But I realized I don't want to have to clean that shirt again. Like, at least this shirt I've worn today, so I could throw that in the wash. So, whatever. That's where that went. She's watching in the other room, maybe. Illuminati, what kind of movies do you think Joe Douglas is going to do? Movies? You mean moves. Movies? Psh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think he's going to focus on O-line. Apparently the XFL defensive coordinator got fired. Yes, I did. I saw that. It was the Defenders, maybe? Was that who did it? I saw one of their defenders got nixed. Can I call in about your last week's video? Absolutely, Thomas. You could definitely call in at 8:30. Once 8:30 comes around, 8:30 to 10 o'clock is when we will do the calls. Man, I had trivia for you guys. I'm not going to forget about it. Where the heck did I put it? I will get this up for you. All right. So, the question of the day, and you guys can either answer this, don't answer it in the chat, answer it in either my direct messages on Instagram or my direct messages, or tweet it at me on Twitter. Or if you guys want to be really awesome, we just started our Discord with the Jets Discord. They have been so kind as to accept all our gracious people from the Jets Talk community. We have our own tab in the Discord down at the bottom, as well as like the store, the poll questions. You'll see a little comment question that says poll. So if you guys do have Discord and you want to hang out with a bunch of people there, we got like 800 or 900 people on there, so it's actually a pretty large community already. Yeah. So if you guys want to look at this, here is the question: which of the Jets DNs got 107.5 quarterback sacks in his first 100 starts? Which Jets D end got 107.5 quarterback sacks in his first 100 starts? Now, I'm not going to give you any hints here, but if you go to the Discord, there's a few hints in the poll section. So if you guys want to do that, go for it. Becca says it's a bad excuse for the shirt. Hall of Fame, YouTube. RBA would have made a dope environment, especially with safe standing support. I have no idea what you're talking about. Couple of movies. Should the Jets draft Judy John Sullivan? I would love me some Judy. I'm a big CeeDee Lamb guy, but I have no problems with Judy. I'm splitting hairs if I try to pick one over the other at this point. Sequel to Mall Cop. Ugh, are you talking about me? Or what are you talking about? That's one of his favorite movies. Joe Douglas actually was in a scene of The Replacements. I did not know that. Joe S. I was hearing rumors Brady to the Cowboys. I've been thinking Brady to the Cowboys since this whole Dak thing started going over. It's been a little ridiculous because there's a lot of moving pieces. He may not want to get franchised. The franchise tag is only $26 million, but I could see him walking, sitting behind that amazing offensive line in Dallas, and also having the Zeke Elliott, Amari Cooper. I mean, they could give him $40 million easy. And then they still have, all those other guys. So I think it would be a very good move for them. But do you want to do 1 or 2 years of Tom Brady or potentially 10 years of Dak? Probably want to do 10 years of Dak. But the NFC East is very weak. I got some answers popping up in the chat. You guys got to send them over to either the Instagram page, Jets Talk 247, the Twitter page, Jets Talk 247, or hop on the Jets Discord. The link for any of those are down in the description down below, so if you guys want to check those out, definitely recommend the Discord channel. It's been pretty cool. I've had a lot of fun with those guys over there. I'll get to some of the guys that have asked me questions on the... What am I doing? On the Instagram. Rated R9278. What should we focus on in free agency? Do you agree that we go O-line in first day of the draft? Look, we're going to focus on offensive line and draft for... We're going to focus on free agency and the draft for offensive linemen. I think we are going to try and get an edge rusher, so I could see us getting maybe one offensive lineman like Thuney in free agency. I could see us maybe rolling with Udoga and then trying to bring back maybe Beecham, and that would kind of sort of set you up for the draft. And then I could see us going after an edge rusher in free agency. I think we could definitely do tackle in the first round, center in the second or third round. There's a few guys you could look at. The LSU center's pretty good from what I've heard. I haven't done my draft analysis yet, so I can't give you guys too much of a insight in that just yet. Oh, man, we got a bunch of comment questions. You guys got so much going on. Whew. The Redskins is the worst franchise in the NFL. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're terrible. If Brady's out of the AFC East, I'll be happy, says Devin. Kevin Deltlef. Do you think it would be smart to let Robbie walk? No. But if he's asking for too much. Triz Ulrich. Hello. It just says hi, Ryan. Hello. Justin Levy. Did you watch the XFL? I did, and we're talking about it right now. Thoughts on the XFL from Bryce T. We're talking about it. I like it. Michael M. Or M. Michael. Safer bet drafting a wide receiver at 11 or an offensive lineman? It's going to be an offensive lineman. That's going to be my guess. I don't think we actually pick a wide receiver at 11. As much as I would really like CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy, I think it's probably going to be an offensive lineman. Any chance we keep Williamson? Yeah, I think there's a chance. I don't know what we wind up doing with Williamson. That's from Broadway Joel. Look, I like Avery Williamson a lot. I would love to keep him on this team. I just think because we have 2 top 15 contracts for inside linebackers, I could see Douglas wanting to move on. I think that's a lot of assets. And Triz Jazz Burner. I'm assuming that's Triz Jazz that's in here. Maybe? He says 7-round mock. I don't know if I'm doing a 7-round mock. No, not a full mock at least. That would drive me bananas. Ryan, did you read the article that Cromartie said about Gase? I don't trust anything Cromartie says. I like Antonio Cromartie, but he's I've seen brighter bulbs. TJ Decker. Ryan, you see how someone ranked Sam as the last QB in his class. LOL, if O-line improves, he'll turn heads this year. He's not the worst in the class. He's probably the best pocket passer in the class, I would think. I don't know. I think he's got a really high upside. Obviously, Lamar Jackson has to be the number 1. I think you probably flip a coin between Sam and Baker at number 2 at this point, and then I think Allen's closely behind him. I think Allen's right there. I don't know, maybe not so much quarterback-wise, but as a weapon, I think that's pretty important. Woody Johnson needs to come back, says Justin. No. Sup, dude? I'll try to call in at some point. Of course, Tyson, call in. Joe S. How would you rank Darnold? How could you rank Darnold below Mayfield? I'm not ranking Darnold below Mayfield. If a good O-lineman falls to 11, then draft him and get a wide receiver like Pittman in round 2. I like it, says Henry. Famous J, we think we need to target O-line for agency, but draft, let's not overreach on a player. I agree, we should not overreach on a player. If there's no good offensive lineman at 11, take the receiver, take the edge rusher, take the valued position that you can get. Did you hear about Leo wanting $15 million a year? Glad we got rid of that bum, says Velvet. I heard. I knew that was going to be what he wants to ask for well before the trade deadline, so I'm glad we moved him. I think it makes a lot of sense. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Porn star Jimmy. Should the Jets get one of the quarterbacks listed to back up Darnold? Not everyone will be a starter. Look, I think the Jets will probably try to get a cheap alternative in terms of a free agent backup or an older veteran. I don't know what older veterans are going to be around. You're not going to get Breeze. You're not going to get any of those guys that are listed right now should be starting or competing for a starting job, and I don't think I'd like to have them in our locker room because it causes a little bit of confusion with the team. Leo shouldn't get 15 cents. Jordan says, I'm honestly not against us drafting a wide receiver till the. I'm not against us not drafting a wide receiver till the 5th or 6th round. That's kind of late. I don't want to do that. Alex, there's a strong chance the Giants draft O-lineman with the 4th pick if they don't trade down. I think they're ultimately going to trade down or select Andrew Thomas. That would be my guess. That would be what I would do if I were them. Rise says, thoughts on Le'Veon Bell down season. I like Le'Veon Bell. I hope he's here next year for the good offensive line that we hopefully have, or at least the improved offensive line that we have from not this past year to this year. I could also see him getting traded, so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think Bell's running style is conducive for the quality of O-line talent that we have right now, so I think that's going to be an issue. Guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you hit a like down below. Helps the channel grow. The YouTube algorithm really likes that stuff. And if you guys want to get entered to potentially win a shirt, I'm going to raffle off a shirt at the end of this live stream. You have to answer this question correctly, and you have to send it to my Instagram or Twitter, direct message me. Or if you want to be really cool and get a hint, you can go to the Jets Discord, which is located down below in the description. Let me know if you guys do join that. Leave a little comment on the general section for the Jets Talk page, because then I'll know that I sent you over there. That's kind of neat. But the question, which Jets DN got 107.5 quarterback sacks in his first 100 starts? Which Jets DN got 107.5 quarterback sacks in his first 100 starts? We will answer that at the end of the season. At the end of the live stream. And I will select one of you guys to win a shirt. Same way we did it last week. So make sure you are tuning in to the end of the show if you want to win a shirt. Rather have Micah Becton than Tristan Wirfs. I don't know enough about them to really do that yet. I'd love to. I just want a tackle. Becton, I've heard, is a left tackle along with Thomas. So that would be the most beneficial two options, I think. Robbie should be a priority along with a draft pick wide receiver to grow. Sam says highly skeptical. I would like to see Robbie as a high priority, but I don't want to pay him $15 million a year. If we can get him for like $11 million a year, I'd be pretty happy with that. Velvet says, Jedrick Wills, best offensive lineman. Harry W. Smith, hello, New Yorkers. I am a Jets fan living in Florida. If Ohio State cornerback? I think you mean Alabama wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy is still on the board. The Jets should take him. He's too good to pass up. I like Jerry Jeudy. It depends how our O-line looks. It depends what happens in free agency. We get, AJ Green or something like that as like a 1-year stopgap, and then draft a receiver in the second, but took offensive line in the first and third. I'd be fine with that too. Any chance we get Ndakwe, says MVM Sports Talk. I would love to get Ndakwe. Ndakwe is the edge rusher that I want in free agency right now, and I would pay him top dollar to get him. Joe S. Jets need to worry about protecting Sam more than getting a receiver. Yes, agreed. Justin Levine, Bilal Powell was able to run through a horrible offensive line. I know, that's why he was a better option than Bell this past year, and we paid him pennies on the dollar compared to what we paid Bell. Charlie Summers, Dan Linden, was at the Guardians game yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Easiest MetLife experience ever. See, I like that. I really want to go to a game. They're like $30 for a ticket, and they're a lot of fun. I'm probably going to buy a shirt or something like that. I hope this league continues because the rule changes are just so much fun. I really enjoy it. Jets Ball, are you sponsored by Instagram? Because I got an Instagram ads. Got Instagram ads from me? Really? I'm not sponsored, but if you got a Jets Talk ad, seriously, let me know because I haven't placed any ads. Justin Levine, sack exchange guy, possibly. Charlie Summers, do you think the Jets will cut Avery or Quincy? I think they could cut both of them. Giants are going for Wills. I don't think they go. Do you think they go for Wills at number 4? Maybe. Who knows? With the Giants' new coaching staff, I believe they will develop a bigger emphasis on developing Jones than fixing the defense. Yes and no. I think they could develop an offensive line, but I also look, I don't know. I'm not sure. Giants-wise, that defense is so bad. Offensive line also needs help. So you could go either one. If Akuda's there, I think Akuda's probably the pick they'd like. Do the Jets re-sign Demaryius Thomas? I'd like to bring back Demaryius Thomas if Robbie walks. I think that would be my linchpin for that. Maybe he meant Akuda. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. If Akuda, the cornerback, is there for the Jets at 11, I would definitely take him for sure. Pending our offensive line, of course. Nets 2334. You should do a collab with Jet Central. I would love to do a collab with Jet Central. I have reached out to him a few times. He has kind of shot me down a few times on this, and I think he just doesn't like me. I think that's where it comes from. I don't know. If you guys want to see a collab with Jet Central, blast his videos with comments saying do a collab with Jets Talk, because I would totally do it. It would be a lot of fun. We did a collab 2 years ago, just before the draft, and then I think I probably was a little overly critical on one of his comments, and maybe he just doesn't like me anymore. I'm not exactly sure. I hope you like me, Ian. I like you. What are we talking about? How do you feel about Vic Beasley as an option for edge? Says Endrigo. I would not like Vic Beasley. He's going to get way too much money for the quality of edge rusher that he is, I think. That's my guess. And Ndakwe, or whoever you spell it, is definitely getting tagged. He's not going anywhere. That's from TJ Decker. I don't believe that. I mean, I guess they could. They can cut a lot of players. Right now, they're over the cap. So they need $10 million just to sign their draft class. And then on top of that, would need an additional, say, $20 million to franchise tag him. Or close to it, 17, 18 million, somewhere in that realm. Am I a Guardians fan? Yes, I am. I will say I'm a Guardians fan. I'm an XFL fan, but I'm definitely a Guardians fan. Jets signed Devin Funchess. I would be okay with Devin Funchess. After doing my F, Marry, Kill series on the wide receivers, I think that's definitely one that I would be okay with. Wide fee. I think Jets ball. I think Sam has got to improve his pocket presence. He gets startled too quick, and when he gets blocking, he starts running outside the pocket. I think part of that is having a phantom offensive line. I think that's probably the biggest issue with Sam right now. Fix that should help us. TJ Decker says, I don't want a Kuda that early. Look, a stud corner, I would definitely like one. If the offensive linemen and the wide receivers were not there and that was like the pick that it had to be, I would say corner's not high up on my list that I really want. I would say anytime from the second through fourth round, I'd be fine with getting one. Jose Melendez, I kind of want Jets to get 3 or 4 O-linemen so they can grow as a team. Yes, I would love to see all that. Would you sign Amari Cooper and draft Judy if no offensive linemen are there at 11? I don't think Amari Cooper is going to choose us. That's the biggest issue, and I don't want to pay him the insane amount of money it's going to take to get him here because it's going to cost us like $19 or $20 million, I think. No, thank you. Justin Levine, do you think we have a chance at Byron Jones? Look, we have a chance because we are the Jets and we overpay for a lot of things. But I don't think Douglas is going to do it. I think Douglas is going to keep it a little closer to the vest. I think he's going to hit that secondary free agent market, and I think he's going to build through the draft. I think a lot of this is going to be about depth. If you look at the Jets video that they released today, a lot of it is they're talking about building depth. And like the guys that know Douglas are saying depth is going to be the move here. So the plays that I have as far as Conklin and Glasgow in my mock draft may not be the route we take. We might go after Thuney as our one big high-priced free agent and then figure it out after that. Should we pick up Aguilar for cheap? No, I don't want Aguilar. Sorry. I think we can get other cheaper wide receivers better than Aguilar. Alex says I would prefer Simmons over Okudah. Simmons is really good. You can't really go wrong with that. You can't sign Cooper and draft Judy. Yes, I agree. Devin, how is Okudah risky? You need to do some more research, my man. You're not talking to me. You're talking to someone else in the chat, I think, because I said I would like Okudah. Jordan says he would draft Okudah at 3. I think that's what's going to happen if the Lions don't trade out. Or if the Lions trade back to 5 or 6, they're going to pick him there. He'll be gone before the Jets draft, I think. Okudah is the next Jalen Ramsey per Matt Miller. Maybe. You never know. Seeing ghosts. See what you did there. Yep. See, Alex 2K understands it. Triz Jazz, I always screw up your name. Trade a 3rd and next year's 3rd for Quinnen Dunbar. I don't know enough about him. I don't know if I want to do that. I want to keep our picks. Noah Styles, let's face the facts. I don't know what the facts are. The Jets need help. Follow the Colts guide. Yes, I agree. Just don't have your quarterback retire at 29. Man, I want to watch, I want to see my Jets win. I do think we should get Amari Cooper, but if we can keep Robbie, can we keep Robbie if we sign Amari? We're going to sign one or the other or none. I don't think Amari chooses us. I think Robbie gets more money than we are willing to pay him, and the Jets are going to sign a different wide receiver or draft one. But honestly, I think Sam can spread the ball around a bunch of times, so I don't really care if we spend too much on it. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. I'm surprised it's not the XFL. What are you talking about, Joe S? I don't know. Tebow is not in the XFL? That's all right. German, Seattle, right tackle. I don't know much about him. Need to build through the draft. I agree. Agreed, Darnold needs protection. Don't think the Jets should cut Avery. I would like to hold on to Avery. I did that whole live stream with Avery. That was pretty cool. Guys, if you have not hit the like button already, hit the like button down below. Leave a comment down below if you can. It helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps the channel grow a little bit. We are raffling off a shirt tonight, so at the end of this live stream, I'm going to announce the winner of it. You have to answer this question right. If you answer this question right, make sure you send it to my Instagram, my Twitter, or if you want a hint, you can go to the Jets Discord, which is linked down below. The question of the day, which Jets DN got 107.5 quarterback sacks in his first 100 starts? So leave that message for me down in one of the 3 areas, the Discord server, the Instagram, or the Twitter. So if you guys want to do that, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff we got going on. Do you expect a big bounce back year for Herndon? I hope so. I really like Chris Herndon a lot. I drafted him on my Dynasty team. My Dynasty team wound up being terrible, but that was mainly because Luck retired, Gronk retired, Alex Smith destroyed his leg, and then I had to make a big trade to get back into it, and part of that trade was Antonio Brown. And I got screwed. God, my season was over before it began. I want to see the Jets do what the Bills did last offseason. That's exactly what I wanted the Jets to do last offseason, was what the Bills did. I said all last offseason that the Bills were the most improved team in the AFC, and I don't believe I'm wrong. I mean, I guess you could say the Titans, but I think the Bills were greatly improved last year. Tuna Gaming, CD or Judy? If you can only choose one, I've seen a lot of people going back and forth. I've had a lot of people more upset with me about saying I like Lamb, and they think we should take Judy. I'm good with either one. It's splitting hairs. You really can't go wrong. I think CD Lamb is like a DeAndre Hopkins. I think Judy's probably more of like an Antonio Brown style, which is, fine. It's, one or the other. One's a great route runner. They're both, good route runners, but Amari Cooper's really good. Gase is going to be fired next year. I hope not. I hope we do well enough next year and we see enough growth that he's not fired. Devin Avery will be a good trade bait. He can probably fetch a 3rd or 4th if he shows he's healthy in the